This the realest show online, period.
Already, man, it's that time of the motherfucking week again. You know what it is. We back on y'all motherfucking ass. The realest show online, period. And it's your mans in them. Smackwater, realest nigga on the ground, realest nigga on social media, realest nigga walking, talking, breathing, cake ass nigga. But my man's coming close sucking though.
Hey, you know that's fucked up because I'm reaching to get this nigga dealt with that bullshit, man.
I know that. This my brother nigga like a mama. What's up with it, K.I.?
Say, man, chillin', man. Look, man, I'm just happy to be from Acres Home, man. Hold on, man. I gotta stand up again. I win another one of one from NBA Tie. You can't get this here, man. Shout out to motherfucking Acres Home, man. It's up there. I mean, I love everywhere else. I love H-Time, man, but God bless Acres Home and nowhere else. Man. I'm just gonna
goddamn, nigga.
Kidricc James in this thing. Look, as Pimp C, hey, man, these are the words coming out of my mouth.
You said and nowhere else?
My nigga, we got my motherfucking DJ 2 Deep in this motherfucker.
This nigga say and nowhere else, bro? I know you seen Maze Gilliam now. I know you seen Head of State.
Yeah, that nigga, that was a tough one. What's up with it, 2 Deep?
Yeah, man, I'm just glad to be from the livest city on the planet, man. I'm from Trinity Garden, man. I don't know about all that shit he got going on over there, man. He trying to start some beef, man. Acre shaker ass niggas, man.
Shout out to the guard, man. I got some real problems with the guard, man.
That nigga, that's trying to take it back to the chocolate town.
You know what I'm saying?
God damn, man. Let that shit stay where it was.
Real shit, bro.
To fall out the door, rumbling like a
for
motherfucker.
real. Hey, man. Square business, man.
Who got the tightest car?
What money, man? Who is that?
That's it.
Man.
You know, I just met the owner of Chocolate. That used to be the owner of Chocolate.
Who?
Town,
Which one?
A dude named Jose, bro.
No, because Steve Fournier used to own it as well.
Yeah. A dude named Jose. He went to jail for 200 bricks, man.
That's possible.
That
too.
sound about right.
Yeah,
Chocolate Town.
Probably was moving them hoes right there in Chocolate Town.
For real.
Hey, man, if you didn't live in the Chocolate Town era, man, you probably lucky because you might not have been here with the shit that y'all be on. But at the same time, y'all missed the era, bro. I ain't never seen no shit where the laws getting their ass beat up to music, nigga. When you see them shiny ass dress shoes in the air, nigga, that's...
Chocolate Town is what Houston been on, but the world just not finding out.
Yeah,
like
no bullshit. Yeah.
Indeed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was the fuck around and find out room right there, boy.
The parking lot was a death trap waiting to happen, nigga. Like
A car show and a death trap at the same time.
And a track. A car show, a death trap, and a track all in one like a motherfucker. But hey, man, at the top of the show, man, we got to talk about, we got to address this here, man, because this nigga Drake is out here doing his big one, my nigga.
Listen here, man.
Pause in the pussy population.
Looking ass nigga, man. Sit down, man. You doing too much, but you fucking up the game now, man. Hey, man, listen, man. You fucking up expectations out here, man. You doing all of this shit for nothing, man. And this is gonna make regular bitches start thinking that they're qualified for these types of things and that they don't have to do nothing in return. And listen, man. You know what? I'm thinking it was a tax write-off.
Yeah.
It got to be a tax write-off, and he just turned it into a marketable moment, man.
Because
it don't make no sense.
One thing I got to say first, didn't that nigga claim in one of his songs that he was Young Pimp C or Young Sweet James Jones in one of his songs?
Yeah. Drizzy Drake of Young Sweet Jones. The pimp understood for that.
Yeah, man. Pimp would not have approved.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. That's one of the reasons why I do not like how there's this penchant for soon as somebody pass, I'm the next blah, 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 blah. When half the time you niggas don't meet the criteria who you saying you the next of at all. I seen niggas say they the next B King. You ain't nowhere near the next B King, nigga. You can't even see B King from where you standing there.
Check this out. Cause I was thinking about this because I was like, yo, this nigga, why is Drake the biggest trick in the world, or is he the biggest trick ever, or is he on the Mount Rushmore tricks, or is this an
he going for the gusto,
or is this an investment? Like is it like you say a tax
you know what it is? I'm gonna be real with you, bro. To me, that's the only thing that makes sense, because why on earth would you just give women free?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm glad you asked that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Drake, he he got the master key. He didn't unlock. He didn't figure it out. The bitches gonna keep you hot. Bitches gonna keep you paid.
Sure.
They don't. A bitch is the most immoral and unscrupulous creature it is. She don't give a fuck if a nigga is paid, if a nigga is powerful, if a nigga is rich and famous. A bitch could care about anything else. And he, like, let's keep it real. With Kidricc, he took an L.
Yeah.
And a lot of motherfuckers was questioning would he be able to bounce back, but he always knew that he had
working on his bounce back in the background.
he always knew he had an ace up his sleeve because he got the bitches.
He got
and
the women.
If he go to the strip club and he get every bitch in the strip club a Chanel bag, them hoes is gonna dance to his music. They gonna keep his music.
Big
So
facts.
he gonna stay in rotation. They gonna make you like the nigga music, even though the nigga makes some jams here and there that I fuck with.
His fan base is to the women. He knows how to cater to the women.
The question with him is, did he have a certain criteria for those women that went to that event, or was it just if you do the email or whatever, you can come on in? Because it seemed like most of the females that he had, and I only seen pieces of it, so I can't really say, but it seemed like most of them appear to be of a certain caliber anyway. It's not like they came from Haverstock and he gave them $100,000 car.
Because he giving hoes $100,000 flat out. They say some hoes walk through the door and he gave
it just sets a fucked up standard, man.
Yeah, and unrealistic expectations amongst regular, average, basic ass bitch who don't deserve.
But are they regular and average is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not
That's
talking
why
about
I'm asking what's his criteria.
I'm not talking about the hoes he done it for. I'm talking about my gal. When I go in the house and she looking at me upside my motherfucking head and I'm, hey, fucking bitch, I don't know what you think this here is. But
because at the end of the day,
but that's the reason why I'm asking the question. I'm asking about the criteria, because if the women who he was giving this money and these things to, if those women are like business owners, blah, 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 then if you grow up in motherfucking me Swiss Village, you shouldn't be thinking like.
But the fucked up part is that they do. And that's what the problem is, because this is the thing that needs to be overstood. Take care of your woman. Take care of the woman that handles business. But just dry ass taking care of a bitch just because she's pretty or because she fine, that's what got the game fucked up.
Totally fucked up. But I think that he wouldn't even want to classify the criteria, because that would work against what he's trying to establish in the women's mind. And then not every woman fantasizes that she got a chance with. That's like every bitch that go to a Usher concert or a Chris. They want to take a chance for herpes. That's why. Nah, hold up. But that's why a bitch would pay $1,500 to get up on that nigga, because she believe when he see me, that nigga
I'm gonna be the one.
Them hoes ain't just spending. They ain't just spending that $1,500.
$1,500 got me $150,000.
Yeah. Some hoes actually feel like that they got a shot. You know, when this nigga see me, I pay this $1,500, and it might turn into a ticket and a half. You know what I'm saying? Man. But let's move on. But you know, Drake, you're a motherfucker. But let me say this here. I want to also say this here. I can't fully be mad at the nigga, because I know how to handle being hood rich, because I've been hood rich. And I know how to handle being popular, because I've been popular my whole life. And I know how to handle being fine. It's my 4th time being fined in a motherfucker. But I can't just necessarily say that if I had that nigga type of money, that
you know what I mean?
I would do what I wouldn't do.
Because you know what? Because at the end of the day, everybody you see on this camera has stature. We're not just regular motherfuckers. We're all made men in our own rights, with respected and decorated resumes. And so I just think what it is, Drake ain't doing nothing that trick motherfuckers ain't always done. It's amplified. And it's at a dangerous time when you already got motherfuckers expecting everything for nothing. But that being said, man, the next story, man, is a follow-up, man, on that boy Cartel Bo, man. You know, we spoke on that last time, man. And again, like I said before, man, prayers going out. Now more facts have come out and shit, you know, and now we know that the handcuffs that were mentioned were tied to an OnlyFans video.
They were,
you know.
And I got this basic damn near first hand from from my other bro, Bo, right-hand man, his motherfucking barber, his personal barber. He was like, yeah, they on some bullshit talking about he was handcuffed because he was like, yeah, they was on OnlyFans the night before going ham with the handcuffs and the OnlyFans video. I like, God damn. And so I don't know, bro. And she's recanted and well, I'm not gonna say recanted because I don't know if she said it in the first place.
Yeah.
But she's retracted everything that they putting out there and trying to say. But the state, you know how the state of Texas is. They pick shit up. They don't give a
Forget the
goddamn.
other part about when they first made the call, they were saying she was missing.
Yeah.
And then they later called back and said it was a kidnap.
And they also said that she didn't say none of this shit left her mouth is what they saying.
Yeah.
None of the shit, the claims that are being made came from her mouth.
Yeah.
And she in order for that to be a SA case or aggravated take a bitch cop me case, you got to take a kit. And she refused, and she didn't go take no kit. So that shit there is null and void.
At the end of the day, like I said last time, man, that was weird to me to see the police actually come for him. And I knew at that moment that they were just waiting to try to figure out something. And since he was moving too smart for them to catch him any other type of way, they used this. And it's unfortunate because if they can't attack you nowhere else, they'll do character assassination.
Yeah, because he actually has a lawsuit against them.
Yeah.
For that shit. So that can play
and when
into
they can't get you no other way, they'll assassinate your character because now these brands don't want to be attached to somebody with this
as much
type
as possible, he need to be publicized in that case he got with them because that's gonna be his best insurance as far as if they try anything down the line. Then it's known, hey, look at all these situations where they harass me and all this and that, and I got this case with them. So when you see shit that sound like, and to keep in mind, we understand he's from the street, but at the same time, the people that know him, when that shit pop up on the screen, it's like, that don't even sound like some shit he would do.
No, from me knowing him as well as I know him, and the whole, I'm like, what the fuck? But at the same time,
he seemed too smart for what they was accusing him from the beginning.
His baby mama has a toxic history and situation, and anybody that follows Bo know that because you can go to his page and you can see some wild. I call his shit a soap opera. I was like, nigga, your page is a whole soap opera sometime, bro. All your family drama and shit, everything is not meant for social media, but unfortunately, cameras, everybody got a camera and everybody is a motherfucking reporter and a journalist today. Everybody want to be in the business and, fucked up narratives and fucked up situations. Yeah. And that's just how it is. And there has been no more fucked up situation than what's been occurring lately with black people, and not only police, but black people and white people. Now this goes from Nolan Wells being found dead amidst a whole bunch of white folks at a beach to, I know y'all seen the black woman that was being jumped on by the 3 white girls, and also the black woman that was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. What's going on, black people?
Well, the one thing that I can say is that I'm noticing the pattern, and we spoke about this off camera and we spoke about it with the Nolan situation, is that in all of these situations, it appears that they are all the same type of quote unquote black people that these things are happening to. I don't know so much about the hanging situation, but I know with the Nolan and the
Nigga, you don't know about the hanging situation. What nigga climbs up a tree and hang themselves?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in the sense of the type of quote unquote black people this is happening to.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Because it's never nobody that got a kind of an edge to them. Nobody from the hood, nobody that you would think has a proclivity to defend themselves in a situation. It's always the people that seem to be trying to assimilate into quote unquote white culture that keep happening to them.
I'll say this. My daughter is mixed. So I had to be around white people in a different type of
white
setting.
meat.
And you stupid. And the thing about it that I noticed is that some white people act a little bit different when they're around more of their kind versus when they're around a mixed crowd.
Or being by themselves.
Yeah,
And I've seen that with Mexicans before too.
Yeah, and then when drugs and liquor come into play, there's a certain type of courage that comes in, and it's like they decide to take out their issues and their anger with
biases, their
with
isms.
the race on a person of that race.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is another situation. Again, I'm sorry. You have to be mindful of who you around and what you're doing.
But how can you be? Oh, I don't want to ask it like that.
How do you know how to tread in these situations?
Well,
all white people ain't moving like that. So it's like
but when motherfuckers present themselves as friends, and then you get into these close quarters, or you get behind, well, we always behind enemy lines. We wake up behind enemy lines in America. But when you become what you think part of their social circle or part of their group, and then you find out anything is further from the truth. It's kind of, you know, and honestly, when you say, but hold up, because when you say, you know, because it's easy to say not to fuck with all white people, but we know all white people aren't evil-hearted.
Exactly.
But
so let me give you a bit of advice, and then we can move on to the next subject. This is how you solve that. Take the same approach that a woman would take if she was the only female around a group of men and she was drinking. No female in her right mind is going to feel comfortable being the only female around a group of men.
That's a bad motherfucker, bro. That was a bad motherfucker.
Be that type of mindful.
That's a bad motherfucker.
Be that type of mindful, because at the end of the day,
they gonna clip that.
At the end of the day,
it's a bad motherfucker.
Can you trust these dudes that you're around? Probably so. You probably know them, but that still doesn't mean that there's not a possibility for danger, and it would be foolish to put yourself in a situation to where you're outnumbered and overpowered.
And you also got to understand the concept of mob psychology too, like kind of what you were speaking
Lynch
on.
Mob, yeah.
There's that when you understand how mob psychology works, the basic understanding is the bigger the crowd is, the less intelligent and the more prone to violence they could potentially be.
Yeah, all it takes is for one motherfucker to scream, "Fuck that nigger."
Yep.
That's how you, even outside of the racial stuff. When you, for example, when you in them college towns.
January 6th, that's how January 6th happened. That's how January 6th happened, the mob mentality.
Yeah, it is. When they had them you in them college towns and the hockey team that finally won the championship.
Shout out to PV, nigga, college town, nigga.
Separately, those people carry themselves as intelligent people, but something about them all being together make it where tearing up the town don't sound like a bad idea.
Big facts.
Yeah, but so man, and to the sister that was found hanging, man, y'all and motherfuckers trying to write it off as suicide or
black people don't climb in trees and hang their motherfuckers self, man.
Whatever the fuck, cause y'all got so many narratives and all these different stories when basically y'all just don't want to go after the perpetrators or even or put any energy forth in trying to find out what happened, because basically y'all are okay with it and y'all agree with the outcome, because this is the mentality, especially Mississippi. But say, man, as black people, man, we got to,
even in general, bro, what I'm learning, bro, is like the average police officer is lazy, bro. They not really trying to, they do their report and they dip. It might not even necessarily, I'm sure it's some racial stuff in there as far as the person that acted on it, but with the police side of it, it might not even be so much that they have a racial issue as this most police officers is lazy as fuck.
That could be a component as well. But us as black people, man, as kids said, man, we got to become more mindful of because motherfuckers want to act like this is a one-off or isolated event, or America is so post-racial or shit, but every day some shit happens to black people specifically, and you know.
Absolutely, because and at the end of the day, let me say this, let me get this disclaimer, because this ain't a race thing, but
bullshit.
The same, but hold on, no, look, watch this here. You gonna feel me when I say this. The same way that y'all see a small group of black people that are involved in the criminal element and you give that to the entire race, you have to understand that that small group of white people that have done some heinous things and have gotten away with it and had people help them in the legal system kind of give us that same type of look towards y'all sometimes. And y'all just gonna have to understand that. And maybe we need to figure out a way to accept each other. But at the end of the day, if you see 10 niggas, if a white woman saw 10 niggas with hoodies and dreads, she gonna cross the street.
You know how you get
that?
You know how you get that acceptance, but it's probably not gonna ever happen. Is that the black folks who stand for righteousness gotta be on top of them black folks that's out there on criminality, and vice versa with the quote unquote white people. It's gotta be, hell no, we ain't down with that. We don't stand for that. We ain't hiding them niggas. They guilty. We don't give a fuck. You gotta be like, and that ain't gonna never happen.
But the whole thing about it is,
Facts.
the whole thing about it is where it goes. What you saying that it comes full circle to where you say the only how we gain that acceptance, and I believe that we are way past the point of trying to gain acceptance in this country, and we just need to, figure out something for our motherfucking selves. Now on to the next subject, my nigga. Being in Texas, and I don't know what the fuck going on. They say Donald Trump basically decriminalized weed. He took it out for the control, the Schedule 1 list. But in Texas, this bitch ass Hot Wheels. Say, man, you is fucking up the church's money, bitch ass. But and I know, being that I'm partake in that area because we don't do THC at EMF. But you got the problem is that it's so many independent dispensaries and shit, and liquor has been around so long. Weed has been around a long time, but liquor has found a way to unionize and form a conglomerate and form a camaraderie, even though they're in competition with each other, because they it's because the government is crooks. And the government is a cartel as well. It's a organized criminal organization. That's basically what it is. But we don't have lobbyists for THC and for marijuana. And that's why motherfuckers is losing that, because you don't have anybody to grease their palms and get them money on behalf of THC and all this here. So y'all just let every motherfucking body in the state open up a goddamn dispensary and then turn around, because in my opinion, y'all didn't factor in that so many black and brown people was gonna capitalize.
Super facts. And then on top of that, I was actually talking to a cat last weekend that had a spot, and he was telling me that the Gen Z, they're not drinking the same way that we was. And so the alcohol is losing sales because they prefer other things like THC and things like that.
As well as cigarettes.
And vaping and things like that. And so it's like, at the end of the day, anytime that you see them speaking out about something, it's not because it's the right thing to do. It's because it's fucking with their money.
And let me say this here, because the biggest crime about this shit is the time that they trying to hand out. They trying to give a motherfucker 60 years for less than a gram.
This is the crack sentencing all over again and shit, because they know who they gonna target.
They give a motherfucker crack now. And what you not realizing, and I want to call attention to this to the public, because a lot of people might overlook this and might not see this. What about the little young motherfuckers who smoking out joyriding, and the laws get behind them, and they got one motherfucking blunt, and they gas that bitch to the floor, and they put everybody's lives in danger on the road because they don't want to go to jail behind one hoe ass blunt.
One of the things I think would be a good idea, a good strategy or approach to this, is all of the people who have invested their hard-earned time and money to position themselves to be legal in this industry that has been created need to file a class action lawsuit. Because you got to think about it like this. You basically told me, invest $250,000 and in X amount of years, you'll have $5 million. And I put my $250,000 in. Now, you can't sell this, you can't sell this, you can't sell, you can't do that. All this shit we told you could do if you put your $250,000 in. Now you can't do 80% of that shit no more. So we basically just hustled you out your money.
Hey, when you put it like that, that shit sound like a Ponzi scheme.
No,
Yeah, it is.
That shit
It
sound like
is.
a
That's a bad
Ponzi
motherfucker.
scheme.
And I've always said Texas was gonna be the last place because they make too much money off of jail.
Locking motherfuckers
yeah.
up. This
Facts.
is a penitentiary state. And what you gotta realize is weed don't kill nobody, but cigarettes and motherfucking and liquor sending motherfuckers to the hospital, to
And
the grave.
they've been hand in hand with that shit for real, which leads to
Big
another
Pharma.
motherfucker.
Oh, big pharma, at least the big pharma and this bitch ass nigga.
Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, like
Fauci.
like
with his
tell
bitch
it,
ass.
yeah, that no ass nigga there.
Dr. Fauci.
I plead the fifth, 100 and say,
Yeah.
man, y'all need to get rid of that I plead the fifth hoe ass shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because y'all bringing up these crooks and letting these hoe ass niggas skate by with this bullshit. I plead the fifth. I shall not incriminate myself. Then what the fuck is you telling me if you tell me you gonna plead the fifth so you won't incriminate
And you
yourself?
pled the
You a
fifth with a
motherfucking
deal.
criminal.
You played the fifth with a deal, my nigga. And what it is you know you was the face of fuckery. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I know people whose lives were altered and who died after getting that damn jab, man. And can't nobody convince me because at the end of the day, y'all ain't cured the cold, y'all ain't cured cancer, y'all just not admitting that y'all got something for AIDS. Kids are dying from leukemia, all types of shit, but y'all magically came up with some shit.
First and foremost.
I told you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, me too.
I told you. And you owe every motherfucking club owner and DJ in Houston a motherfucking apology. Because when this shit took off and they started doing the shutdown, y'all ragged asses around here acting like y'all knew more than us. We was gonna kill our family. We hope you die. All this shit. And the reason why the shutdown hanging around so long is they want to keep these clubs open. These DJs
We
trying to.
wasn't shutting down shit in H-Town, nigga. We were partying. We was outside.
But they was blaming all that shit on us, and come to find out, damn near everything we said about it, you niggas need to learn how to. And here's I'm gonna land on this. They gonna do it again, and y'all gonna fall for it again.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I thought about earlier, bro? When it comes to all of these vaccines and all these shots and shit, and why, you know, when they give them to motherfuckers, I question and I ask myself, do they give some shots? Like, do they, like, some is placebos and some is real to where, okay, we don't want to kill everybody, but we want to kill off a certain percentage. So it's a luck of the draw type thing. Or I also question this here. I'm not saying I know, but this is the type I thought about it. Or do they make these motherfucking vaccine shots or whatever the fuck they give you to target genetic traits? Like, okay, or traits that you're not done, you don't have a blood type.
Because once they came to the hood giving niggas free shots and actually started paying niggas to take the shot, that was the telltale sign.
I done a post saying never, because they targeted niggas first and said that we care about niggas first. When have you ever heard of this country say they care about us first? Then I was like, hell nah, bro. Even though, to me, the most irresponsible thing that any black person can do is trust these people, man. We got over 400 years of evidence, of proof of what these people think of us and how they treat us, but yet you still gonna believe them when they tell you something? You a dumb biscuit head ass nigga.
While Sheila Jackson Lee was running around the city being the main person campaigning them motherfucking tests, meanwhile, the people in Africa testing jackfruit and testing monkeys, and it's coming back positive, which tells me 9 times out of 10, whatever the so-called illness was attached to the test in the first place. And if you have an understanding of how vaccines work, the whole ideology is idiotic for anybody to have. You know how vaccines work? You don't want chicken pox? I'm gonna give you a weaker version of chicken pox so you can fight the chicken pox. That's what all vaccines you ever took, that's how they made. I'm gonna give you COVID so you can fight COVID.
Oh, check this out, bro. Before we get up out of here off of this subject, I just want you to know that all of that shit is smoke and mirrors, and them people sitting up there, all of them, Fauci, or all them people is in bed together, bro. All this shit is just smoke and mirrors. You know it's smoke and mirrors because if it wasn't, his bitch ass would be sitting up in in the jail, in the federal penitentiary that's under the ground with El Chapo there.
And the other reason you know it's smoke and mirrors because he did the same fucking thing with AIDS and HIV to the letter.
These
And
people
that shit
is
gonna
playing
come out,
games,
bro.
man. These people playing in everybody's face, and they all in cahoots with it, and they just trying to make this shit look good. But how the fuck is you gonna allow this nigga to walk and let this nigga plead no Fifth Amendment 111 times and say, I refuse to incriminate myself? You telling me you a motherfucking criminal, bro?
That part.
Shout out to all my medical professional family members.
Not to this here bullshit here, man.
Now, hold on, but right fast.
Push-ups.
Let me ask you this, cause we ain't got too much time, man. Let me get on some real shit, man. Cause you sitting here being quiet and shit, man. You got this motherfucking album that's finna get ready to drop and shit, man. We got to talk to the people about that shit, man. Lace them up, and I'm not even just talking about it cause I'm on that motherfucker. Shout out to the song that I'm on with Cartel Bo and Bun B and this
And then
motherfucker
you
Gangsters
on-
Rhythm. You know
and
what I'm
you
talking about? Oh yeah, and I'm on that Bring It On. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I got a very
Bring it.
disrespectful
Yeah, that
and
nigga that-
controversial verse.
He got a
Hold
disrespectful.
on, man. Why? I ain't nowhere on this motherfucker.
A nice disrespectful verse. Hey man, there's only so much to go around.
That's what
bro.
they always say. That's what Hyman told. That's what Hyman told Wicked Cricket about the ancient so real. I only had so much room.
Hey, every song is a collaboration. They got motherfuckers from all over the city on that motherfucker. And Ghetto Boys and Girls will be out August 14th. This here probably already be up by the time it comes out. It's a tribute album to the Ghetto Boys and Rap a Lot
Matter
for
of
what
fact,
they...
I fucking now.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
watching this, go right now on every streaming platform, man, and check out that project,
and tell
man.
me it ain't the baddest motherfucker of the year, bro. And this not no cap, man, because the Ghetto Boys had such an immaculate catalog. I say they fucked it up. I just came and cleaned it up, bro. They fucked everything up, and all I did was came and sweep it up. That's it. But the album is phenomenal, man. Shout out to everybody that was a part of it, man. The entire city is on, except for Too Deep. I'm thinking about doing a part 2 because the Ghetto Boy, it was hard to. It's 15 songs.
Yeah.
It's somebody on every song. It's a collab. I don't have a solo song on the entire project because I wanted to do something for the city and I wanted to show.
Matter of fact, let the people know who all is featured on the project, man.
You got Bun B, you got Cartel Bo, you got Quiet Money Dot, you got Five Fajita, La Finito, you got OG Charlie Franks,
yeah.
you got man. Trey, Lil Flip, Bobo, Ant, the Urban Politician. You got the entire soundtrack to the
Shout out to my
Revolution
girl,
family.
Lady Bishop.
Yeah, Lady Bishop.
Lil Mario.
Lil Mario.
Sumo.
Yeah, that's
When is it dropping?
Yeah.
August 14th, man. It's
August 14th.
If you from the city, especially if you from Acres Home, and you got an extra device that you don't use like that, soon as that motherfucker drop, put that project on your device and let that motherfucker run all day for at least one day.
If you put your ear to the speaker, bro, you gonna run it anyway, cause it's that, bro.
Nah, it got some bad motherfuckers.
It's
on
really
there,
that, bro, and that's not no case. It's really that, bro, and it's talking about something, it's hitting on something, and it's real shit. Because I'm too old to open my mouth and not say something worth something. And before we get out of here, we got one last story we gonna touch on. Before we go, also shout out to the new Pooh Shiesty album that Gucci Mane put out. But we gonna
That's
go.
a crazy nigga.
Yeah, that's a hell of a
That's
get
wild.
back.
Yeah,
The show must go on.
Yeah.
That's the Michael Jackson buying Eminem's catalog.
Yeah. That's the ultimate get back.
Yeah, like a motherfucker, but not to this little bitty nigga that his mama sent him to school with a skirt on, he's moist than a motherfucker. She pegged it. She know her son is gonna be a little bitch ass nigga, cause he's standing out.
Sassafras.
Yeah, he gonna be getting his back blew the fuck out.
This my thing with that shit, man. If that's your lifestyle, that's between you and the God you serve. But my problem
That's
is,
a baby, bro.
No, listen, look, I wasn't finished.
Oh.
But no child, is old enough to understand sexuality, period. We got adults that don't understand sexuality. So don't go and force feed some shit because he could decide he want to play basketball today and then decide he want to play the flute tomorrow and then 2 weeks later decide that he wants to be a motherfucking actor and shit. Children go through phases, man.
But he could never unsuck a dick, funky bitch.
You know the weirdest shit though is that
They'll let somebody who's that age decide what their sexuality is, but he can't drink. You ain't gonna let him play with no gun. You ain't gonna let him cuss you out in your house.
Can't smoke no weed.
But you think he's rational and mentally developed enough to understand the decision that he making. I'm gonna tell you something.
Hold up, before you, well, real fast. He can't even decide what time he go to bed.
Yeah, but he can decide his
He
sexuality.
can try to stay up till 2 o'clock if he want to. That little bit ass mind gonna fall asleep at 10 o'clock.
Saying you gonna tell him get your, you can't stay up, but you can decide that you gonna eat dick for a living.
Here's the deal, and this is something that a lot of old school dudes would know. When we was younger, there was boys who was displaying feminine traits.
But it wasn't as
And
widespread as
not even that. A lot of the younger dudes that try to display them traits, the adults around them reminded them that you are a boy and boys move.
Yeah, and you get your bitch ass out in that yard with the rest of them boys while we out there wrestling and put your bitch ass in the motherfucking figure four till we down there break your leg.
And you fast forward to today, none of them, well, I'll say the majority of them ain't had no homosexual episodes. A lot of them got kids.
Nah, we full.
Matter of fact, fuck that. I got the perfect one.
We full Nelson the gay up out they cake
When I
ass.
was
a kid, bro. I was 9. I got a sister. She's 6 years old. One day we walked up to my mama and dad and with a straight fucking face and told them, when we get grown, we gonna get married.
Who? What? Hey.
We told, hold on, because here's
how old you say who? You and who?
me and my sister. I got a sister that's 3 years younger than me.
Y'all getting married to separately or getting married?
We was gonna marry each other.
What the fuck was y'all?
At 9, I'm gonna tell you, hold on. At 9 years old, I'm 9, she's 6. We walk up to our parents and say, we gonna get married when we get grown.
They beat your
The
ass.
first thing they did is fall on the floor laughing. The second thing they did is said, y'all sister and brother, y'all can't get married. Because all our thought was, my mama is getting along with him, she's a girl. My dad getting along with her, he's a boy. When two people or opposite sex get along, they get married. So we getting along, me and my sister, we thinking, well, we not old enough right now, but we getting along. So when we get old enough, we gonna do what mom and dad. We not knowing they ain't kin to each other. We don't understand none of that at the time. All we know is they like each other, so they got married. Me and my sister like each other, we getting married. If they wouldn't have corrected us, we'd have been on some whole documentary type shit right now.
But you know, parents, like you say, that the example you just said, parents used to protect their kids from bullshit. Now they just buy all the way into this systematic, to this bullshit, man.
But they cherry pick though.
But yeah, that part too. But they motherfuckers, society has instilled fear into parenting.
Yeah.
That when you don't whoop your kids, you don't discipline your kids, you don't you let your kids be gay if they're all this homosexuality in I really think, because when you were speaking on back in the day, we seen a couple, but today the shit is just rampant, man.
Yeah.
And I believe totally that, because they said that they done that experiment with the frogs and all. Man, that's Similac and Enfamil and all that shit. They done put shit in these chemicals to fuck motherfuckers up from the age of a baby, sucking on a bottle type shit. And they didn't, because this shit here just is crazy, man, to see how widespread this shit is. And I ain't got nothing against nothing, but when it comes to a kid, man, and you actually like, my kid can't, you do that shit on your own time. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Francis.
And I don't give a fuck who get mad and who say what. I don't give a fuck. Like for real. Fuck you and your ass and all those bully tactics and scare tactics or this or that. No fuck up, but I ain't no Paul shit. All the way up in there. Fucking bad.
Yeah. So, hey, the views of Smackwater are not, or let me say the verbiage of Smackwater is not necessarily the verbiage of the DJ or the man that's usually behind the camera. Because we've been talking about gay shit for 10 minutes, he come in talking about fuck him in the ass. Yeah, no.
And with that, this is the realest show online, period, cake ass.
Oh, mama.
Say, check me out one time, cake ass nigga. You know what it is, you know who it is. Smackwater, the realest show online, period. And if you're looking to get any kind of advertising or promo going, hit us up, man, because we moving the needle over here. We got our own page on YouTube, The Realest Show Online, period. Plus, you can go to Real Life Street Stars and you can see full episodes. Now, on our own page, you get all the exclusive content, all the musical guests and DJ 2 Deep running all the hottest underground shit. So check this out. If you need product placements, if you got merch, if you got a business, a service, anything, you want us to air your video or play your music, you know what I'm saying? Something, promote anything. Is there anything you're trying to get out to the people and sell and move? Get at us, my nigga, because we're going to make it happen for you. You know what I'm talking about? The realest show online, period, cake ass nigga. You know what it is. The realest show online, period, has been brought to you by EMF. If you know, you know. And always EMF responsibly.